what it do, what it is, lads and ladettes. It's your boy Dakota Griswold of Gamers, Nerds, and Geeks United. Welcome back to Yesterday Today. This is the show where I bring you some of the biggest gaming news you may have missed from yesterday, today. And jumping right into the appetizers, well, the Nintendo and Lego relationship has been quite interesting thus far. They recently put out a Mario thing where you could basically design levels inside of it. And it also had like screens on side the figure's chest. It was awesome. It was awesome. Well, here's for more awesomeness. It has leaked yesterday that there is a Lego set with an NES, with the cartridge, the gamepad, and an old CRT TV. Yeah, I'm not making this up. This actually sounds very, very awesome. And I'm really hoping it's just as awesome as it looks and seems, but you know, I don't know who's going to put all of those pieces together. There is a lot of people out there who's patient enough to do it. I don't, okay? It has a couple thousand pieces. Wow. That is maybe another year project or so. But yeah, let's move on to the next story. And we're talking about mobile games, obviously, this week, because just yesterday I didn't know there was a Devil May Cry mobile game. Well, now there's a Nier mobile game. This is the first release that I'm hearing about it. It's called Nier Reincarnation. It comes out in Japan on iOS and Android later this year. And it appears to be side-scrolling and turn-based and 3D-based. Hey, it's free with microtransactions, and here's hoping that it's done right. But the game actually doesn't look bad. I like the fact that Nier, the franchise kind of changes it up. The first one was, it was a hack and slash, but the second one was more closer to the Devil May Cry Bayonetta hack and slash type game, and it was also open world. So shout out to them. And yeah, I don't know if I'd ever play this if it's coming over, because I don't really mess with mobile games, but this actually does look pretty interesting. So last piece of the appetizers, officially today, Ghost of Tsushima reviews drop about 10 a.m. Eastern time, 7 a.m. Pacific, and I can't wait to hear about it. This is Sony's last big PS4 title, at least to our knowledge. We haven't heard about anything else coming out this year because the PS5 is coming out. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes, Sony's last big PS4 title, and I can't wait to hear about it. I'm hoping it's great, and I can't wait to play it once it releases this week. And of course, tomorrow I'll be talking about it because the reviews come out today. So I can't really wait to hear about it. Are you excited? Let me know down in the comments. So let's get into the meat and potatoes here. So what was it, last week or the week before? We got a chance, a leak, to see Crysis remastered on all systems. And what happened in the video was Xbox One footage, and it looked terrible, and the community was very, very vocal about it. So they pushed the date back to July 23rd, all systems except for the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch got a chance to keep that July 23rd, date, and well, they gave us a little bit of a preview on their Twitter, and it looks fine. It looks fine, maybe a little bit more polished. And it's going to be about $29.99 once you go to the page to pre-order it. And it doesn't look like there's a chance for a physical insight. I would love to have a Crysis game physically, a cartridge, on my Nintendo Switch. So we got just a couple more weeks, maybe another week or so before we get legendary Crysis on the Nintendo Switch. And hopefully it's not glitchy and everything runs at a successful 30 frames per second. And well, I just can't wait to see. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Now, let's dive into the real meat and potatoes here. Summer Games Fest is still going on, and there will be a Stadia Connect happening later today, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Well, I don't know who's still looking forward to all of these, but hey, look, I give them credit. They're persistent. I'm still waiting to see something big come out of these Stadia Connects. Shout out to them. They're starting to get more games rolling out, but this Stadia Connect will be about more games coming out later this year. Not right now, but later this year. Hopefully they'll have a, hey, look, this is on Stadia right now. So once again, shout out to Google for keeping with it, and hopefully they can turn this thing around. Now, back to some Assassin's Creed news, and they introduced the romance and the romance option in Odyssey, but a lot of people didn't like that. No matter which sex you chose for your character, you were made to have a child with a certain character in the DLC. Well, those restrictions will be gone in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because whether you choose to be a man or a woman, there is only one character, Ivor, and it won't restrict anything. You can choose to do whatever you want to do romantically, and there won't be any more restrictions. Hey, that's pretty cool. We do know that there's going to be some DLC, but at least we know now for the DLC, we're not going to be restricted into being involved with anyone romantically. I've definitely heard about those complaints before. Now, last but not least, if you know me, you know I am a huge Titanfall fan. And I thought Titanfall was a fantastic game that EA sent out there to die. Well, it released on Steam just last month, and people are absolutely loving it. So, let that be a lesson, and let that be a word to you, EA. Just give us another Titanfall game. We don't want Apex Legends. If Apex is funding other stuff, fine. But give us a Titanfall 3. We would absolutely love it. There's been reviews out of it. Let me just read one of these reviews to you, and this is just straight to the point, and I couldn't have said it better myself. So, Abd on Steam, he says, Battlefield 1 release date, October 21st, 2016. Titanfall 2 release date, October 28th, 2016. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare release date, November 4th, 2016. EA released Titanfall 2 smack dab in the middle of the two biggest shooters of 2016. Any chance for longevity in a healthy player that the game may have had was pretty much dead on arrival. This game is truly a gem in the rough. As far as a first-person shooters, there is nothing quite like it. Multiplayer, story, graphics, balance, and attention to detail are all top-notch. Don't hesitate to buy Titanfall 2. It is truly a master of its class, and absolutely I agree with it. Titanfall 2 was better than both those games that year, 4 years ago, and nobody will know because they just go, oh, what is Titanfall? This is just some Call of Duty clone. Oh, it's just trying to be like Battlefield. When a lot of people didn't realize that it was a lot of ex-Call of Duty developers who initially decided to pitch the idea about Titanfall in Call of Duty. They said, hey, nah, we're not with it. So they went and they did their own thing. And Titanfall 2, especially with that campaign, surprised me. I knew it was going to be good because the first one didn't have one. I knew the second one's campaign was going to be good, and it turned out to be pretty great and memorable. Shout out to BT, the big mech that had its own consciousness. And I absolutely love that game. Now, I do definitely jump into Titanfall 2 from time to time. I love how the servers are still up. And maybe now we can get some cross-play with the PC gamers and make it a bigger thing, because it's not harder to find people down in the lobby. But, lads and ladettes, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be honest with you, it was rough pushing through this. I have a terrible migraine. But I thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about all that I discussed in this video today. Hit the like button if you like it. If not, it's all good. Hit the dislike. Go ahead and subscribe, and then scroll up to all so you know when your boy is posting. Thank you so much for watching once again. And this video is finito.